welcome back. So, from the looks behind me, it doesn't look like much has gotten done, but ta-da! Okay. So, thank God, finally, I have gotten to this project and kind of reconfigured my wall space here. If you remember, and if I can figure it out, I will insert some before pictures of how this looked before I started. But it's all drywall and everything, but it was all stained and I don't know what from, like, I mean, if you look at the ceiling, it's obvious they put a ceiling and everything in a wall, but it happened a very long time ago. And for reasons I can't understand, they put drywall tape over the mud, or over the drywall mud. And I think you're supposed to do that the other way. You put the tape on and then you put the mud over it. But anyways, so that proved to create a few problems, because when I went to do a second coat, the tape started coming off. Because as you can see on the ceiling, it is coming off by itself. On the wall, it was still holding until I put the paint on, and then it just... Ugh. So, and I decided I was going to do the rails on the stairs going in. And I'm probably going to do the trim work and around the door as well. But that's all mostly going to be by hand. And I want to get that space there next to the other door cleaned out. I think that's all like holiday decorations. But anyways, so that's my first real step to getting this done. Oh, and if anybody's curious, the paint that I use, which worked great, is called Kills. Let's see, I wonder if it's... No, it doesn't. Yeah, of course, where I poured it went right over the... But it's Kills, K-I-L-Z. And it's Restoration Interior Primer. Maximum Stain and Odor Blocker. Let's see, oil and... Yeah, I can't read everything that's on here. Probably should have done a short little video on that before I got this done. But anyways, I think most of it I got away with 2 coats. I think this half over here was pretty much just 2, and then there was a couple stains that kept bleeding through, so I think there's 3 on this side. But very happy with the way it came out, and eventually I will touch up there on the ceiling. I know it's not quite to the ceiling, but all I had was my... Oh, there it is. All I had was this step stool to get up, and I couldn't get all the way to the top, but get there eventually. So I'm very happy with that. Also have some projects going downstairs. I will probably finish this video off down there. I'm going to go down there in a little bit. But this is where I'm kind of at. It's the update on the reselling aspect. If you remember in the last video, I had turned... Well, first I put my store on vacation mode. And then a couple days later, when things, in my personal life settled down, medically and things like that, then I decided, okay, it's time for a store reset. And I did it. I took everything down. I've been putting things up either 10 or 15 a day since then. And I think I said I would not recommend doing... Wait a minute, let me get this square here. Oops, and I think that's aimed a little too far. There, okay. I think in that video I said that I would not recommend doing a store reset. Ultimately, I think it is beneficial. It gets you looking at things you haven't seen in a very long time. Check and make sure the condition is still accurate. Certain things, stuff happens with age and things. You want to make sure that it looks the same way as it did when you took pictures of it originally, even if that's 2 years ago. Things happen in storage. So I am getting a few more sales here and there. It's not where I want it to be yet, but I am maintaining the 10 or 15 listings a day. And most of those are similar from the old listings. So I go through them, I tweak them, price checks things to make sure the pricing is still accurate. To see, as some things I did a couple of years ago, and maybe I didn't have the photo cube back then, so maybe I want to redo the pictures or something like that. So that's been going well. And let's see, I haven't really attacked the pile here, but I have, well, as you saw, gotten this project done, which makes me feel so much better, because now my husband and I had talked about building like a countertop that is sort of a custom countertop. It's going to go from the staircase probably up, maybe I'm thinking 6 feet long, 6-7 feet long, something like that, but leaving enough space. Let's see. Yeah. So leaving enough space where I can put the trash can over here. Because I like it being actually just inside the garage door, because you can reach it easily. So yeah, this will all be countertop up to around this area here. So in order for that to happen, that corner by the other door needs to get cleaned out. I have a really, excuse me, I have a really nice toolbox that's in storage at the moment. So I got to clean all those decorations out and everything in that back corner before I can bring that in. And then I'm also going to move the bookcase here, which is mostly tools. And I'm thinking once the toolbox comes in, a lot of this stuff will probably go in my toolbox. So that's sort of my next step. That's in here. That would be really what I need to do next. I have no idea what my cat is doing. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me in that. And actually, I need to go through all that anyways. Those are all like Halloween and Christmas decorations, and we are in September. So this is the perfect time to get all that organized, or at least figure out, okay, here are my Halloween things. And then, so, but that's a whole different topic. Anyways. So I guess I'm going to stop this portion of the video, but I will see you again in a minute, because I'm going to go downstairs and show you the progress that I've been making down there. Not quite as good as up here at the moment, but a lot of progress. Okay? All right, part 2 of this video. So this was my workstation in the corner. So what has happened here is pretty obvious. The desk is out. It was in pretty bad shape, and I decided, okay, I'm going to make one workstation between both rooms, and that'll be it. I won't have to move the laptop anymore. It's all going to be in one side. Or not, well, yeah, it's more going to be on the craft room side, only because in the wintertime, that one naturally is a little bit warmer, because that's where the heat comes in from the ductwork. So that side usually holds a little better heat. So this side, what's going to happen here is some foam board is going to go right across here. And so I can start insulating. And then some drywall over that. And then that'll be great. I'll actually be able to hang stuff if I want. So I haven't figured out how I'm going to handle like some of this up here over the what do you call it, chimney area. And let's see what else. All right, so you're not looking at the light. Okay, so my shipping desk right over there in this corner, that is going to move over here in this corner. So that's what I'm going to have in this space. Once all of this is done, the drywall and everything and a foam board. I think it'll be better. The picture station is going to be here. So obviously I got a lot of work to do here. And then this, where I have the picture station, is going to be gone. It's not, there's going to be nothing here, or nothing I need to be here, or maybe I will, you know, put the table up if I need an extra space. But I think between the photo cube right here, and then, you know, where I can sort things at the other end of the table, because I think this is, I don't know if it's this, I think it's an 8-foot table. I'm not sure. It's either 6 or 8 feet. I'm pretty sure it's 8. But anyways, I think that'll be plenty of room to get everything done I need to. So yeah, I would happily say that things are going better. I'm actually able to show some progress, which is nice. And in the meantime, let's see. Oh, yeah, so I did change a little bit of stuff. I think that I talked about a shelving unit that I had upstairs, and then I brought it down here, and I put some of my totes on it. Now, unfortunately, this shelving unit, I was hoping that I could fit 2 totes across comfortably, but I can't get it, the second one in between with the way these are. It's just like a little bit too short. But I did get 2 on top and then 3 more on the shelves. So at least some of that is a little more spread out. And my husband is still doing a little bit of work down here too, kind of upgrading some of the plumbing and things like that. So I guess that's it to report down here. But I am happy to say that at least I'm getting stuff done, and in a reasonable time. Turn my light on. There. Okay, so this is my workstation as of now, which ain't bad. And, you know, obviously I have my sewing machine here because that's the other stuff that I love to do. But it just didn't make sense to me to, there we go. It just didn't make any sense to me to, be moving the laptop from one side to the other, because when I'm doing my sewing, I am constantly looking things up, ideas and that, but for the most part, you know, I can always look at my reselling stuff, and I have one space, so I don't have to put chairs back and forth. And I've just been looking at different ways of simplifying the workspace. So I guess that's it. I know my video, this one is a little bit all over the place, but it's like not so much reselling, but sort of like how I'm getting to an organized place. And the fact, and I was actually very excited about this video because I'm like, I can show some major progress. It's which is not normal for me. Usually it's like, oh, I'm doing this. This is my idea. And then, one thing or another happens and then I don't get around to it. So I got to it. I got to 2 major projects within the same week. So I'm on a roll here. So yeah, definitely keep watching because I'm really hoping that I can get a lot more stuff done in the next few weeks. Especially since maybe it's some of these cold nights that we've already been having that have like sort of kicked my mind into I got to get moving. If I want to do anything to improve my workspace downstairs, I got to get moving now. Because at some point it's going to become too cold down here. So if I can get the insulation and everything in, even if I just got the foam board up and maybe did the drywall in the spring or something, that should work. So again, please like and subscribe, share the channel. If you know somebody else who is working on their eBay space or crafting space for that matter, maybe picking up some ideas, and we're really DIYing this and coming up with these things and doing everything ourselves. So it's very time consuming, unfortunately, and it also waits for when we can afford to get the supplies we need to get the job done that we need. So yeah, so it might take some time, but follow along in the channel and we'll see how this turns out. Bye.